This segment of Coast Life is sponsored by Spice and Tea Exchange of Rehoboth.
Well, while we are always at least a little dramatic here on Coast Life, this is the time where we get to be a little more dramatic because it's time to spill some tea. Thanks to our friends at the Spice and Tea Exchange on Rehoboth Avenue in Rehoboth Beach. A great time of year to stop by and shop, whether it's for teas that would be great iced, but they take a little more time to prepare than I ever leave myself, or especially...
I like that this is just an ongoing gag.
It's just who I am.
I think we've had iced tea. We've done Spill the Tea for years now, and I think we've done
I remembered to do it one time.
Single time.
But yeah, you definitely want to leave yourself a little time to brew an iced tea. But also this time of year, great time to stop by and check out all the great like grilling spices that they have.
I want to hit that one again just because I've done that. You know, it's a great way to punch up the whatever you're putting on there, your burgers, your brats, your steaks, your chicken, whatever you might be going. It really, I like it.
It even can kind of help get you out of your cooking rut too, because you just go in and you like smell all the spices and you're like, oh, this smells so good. Now I'm going to make something with this. So highly recommend checking that out. But Charlie, what tea are we drinking today?
This is what we've got. It is a wild berry black white tea, a robust black tea and delicate white tea, creating a harmonious base, a bounty of berry flavor and aroma. That sounds delightful.
Yum.
Cranberry, elderberry, and blueberry headline this blend, delivering a ripe burst of summer in each sip.
Delicious. So why don't you get to spill in while I too get to
shall.
spill in our tea here. My sister, Jem, preteen age, just had a birthday party. All of my siblings and I we've been really close for the most part, and recently Jem has expressed interest in being a doctor when she grows up. I'm in the medical field, so I was thrilled. I wanted to get her a doctor kit for her birthday, but when I got to looking, everything seemed too young for her. A lot of times, you know, stuff geared towards kids, along with cheap and plastic. So she figured, I have some supplies in my house that I'd outgrown. Who better to give it to than my little sister who might want to be a doctor someday? At the party, Jem opened her very own doctor kit. I gave her my old stethoscope, blood pressure cuff, a bunch of other things that, you know, really weren't for me anymore, gently used, but nice stuff, real stuff. Nothing was sharp or dangerous. I also taught her how to use it later that night, and she was thrilled. We could hardly get her to sit down and eat during dinner. My heart ached seeing her so happy like this for the first time in a long time, especially that preteen age, man. That's hard to impress kids with the birthday gift.
It really is.
However, yesterday, my mother texted me very upset. She said that the gift was bad. Almost all of it was used. I'd upgraded my own stuff and gave Jem things that had been used, didn't shell out any money for it. She said that the scrubs didn't fit her properly, so Jem was sad and decided to cheap out on her for her birthday. My mother said I should have gone with a different gift then. I thought my gift had been thoughtful, that I'd shown that I was paying attention to her interests. I know they live differently from me, but she seemed happy when she first got it. Was I wrong for giving her my old equipment?
Not only was she not wrong, this is a great gift, and to me it sounds like the mom has sort of poisoned the well here a little bit. I think that it's crazy that this would be considered anything other than a win, especially because the young girl seemed to like it on the front end. Now, maybe she's just putting on a show for her sister. I don't know.
I doubt it.
It's not what it seems like to me.
From my experience as being an older sister, I think especially in that kind of preteen and younger age, your siblings worship you, and to get your stuff that you used, that's a huge gift. Like, that is a gift. And so, especially because a lot of times we older sisters can be a little stingy with our stuff, or we're like, that's not for you. That's mine and mine alone.
I will be holding on to that for the rest of the time.
Now let me wear your shirt. Like, that's our role. So I think
we just got a nice little window into the Rizzo family there.
But I think that this is a lovely gift, and unfortunately, Mom is trying to ruin this. So hopefully, I would recommend reaching out to the sister directly if they're a close relationship, like she said that they are. You know, maybe you can kind of keep Mom at bay here. But yeah, that's sad to see that a birthday gift got turned into something bad.
Or maybe even go like, hey, why don't you come to work with me for a day and see what it's really like here at the office and check some things out. Like, come in for my lunch hour. I'll introduce you to some people. You can kind of get a feel and see if maybe this is what you want to pursue.
I think that's a great idea. It's also a great idea to try this tea out.
Let's give it a go.
See what we think. You definitely do get all the berries, like right in the front. That. You can smell them.
It's great tea, you know, and works both ways. I think you could go iced tea, you can go hot tea. We are no longer in the 100-degree days, so I think that we're just fine here. And yeah, if you need something at home, this one, and I like it, so I will give you this name here so you can go find it. It is the Wild Berry Black White Tea make sure you go pick it up.
Yeah, tell them CoastLife sent you. But we got somewhere CoastLife to get to. We got a pretty fun segment on the way.
Take a look at this. Still to come on CoastLife, I'm going to introduce you to somebody called Zito the Bubble Man as we have an awful lot of fun here. You will not want to miss it.